Hello, viewers, and hello, learners. Welcome to another exciting edition with Study Science with the Public School Robotic Educator. You are all welcome to my class, and I'm so excited to see you joining another episode of Study Science with the Public School Robotic Educator. Welcome to my virtual class. So I want you to study the pictures that you see that are animating on the screen right now. And I want you to imagine in your mind what is actually happening in this picture. So take your time to look at them one after the other as they animate in the video. So what comes to your mind? Drop your answer in the comment section. Do you like what you see? I'm waiting for your comments I'm sure your answer will be no, because no one wants to see the environment he or she is living to be polluted by pollutants that are causing infections and diseases, which takes me to the next thing and leading us to the topic of today, which is pollution. So before we go into the topic, we need to look at our learning objectives. So by the end of this lesson, students will be able to, 1, define pollution. 2, state and explain the types of pollution. Number 3, you will be able to state the causes and the effects of type of pollution, and we are also going to be looking at the solution. So what is pollution? Now let's look at the definition of pollution. It refers to the introduction of harmful substances, pollutants, or contaminants into the environment. So what are pollutants? They are substances that causes harm to living organisms, to the ecosystem, to the natural resources. They can be in the form of solid, liquid, or gas. And let's look at the examples of pollutant. Number 1 is carbon monoxide from vehicles. 2, pesticides in agricultural runoff. 3, plastic waste in our ocean and water bodies. 4, heavy metals that are introduced into the environment from the industry. So let's look at our types of pollution. 1, water pollution. 2, land or soil pollution. 3, air pollution. 4, noise pollution. So basically we have 4 types of pollution. So let's look at the first one. What is water pollution? And I want you to look at the example that you've seen in the video. This is an example of water pollution. So let's look at what water pollution is. It refers to the contamination of water bodies like our rivers, our sea, our ocean, the groundwater, our well, our ponds. Now look at one example of water pollution, which is introduction of industrial waste into the water bodies. Look at another one is dumping of refuse into the water bodies. And look at this third one, which is look at plastic bottles at the bottom of our seas and ocean. All these are examples of water pollution. So let's now look at it one after the other. Industrial waste. Agricultural runoff. You can see another one. Number 3, sewages being introduced into water bodies, plastic among others, and chemicals. These are all examples of water pollutants. They are all water pollutants. Causes of water pollution. Now we'll be discussing the causes one after the other. Now, number one is industrial waste. When factory discharge chemicals, metal, toxin into our rivers, our lakes, our sea and oceans. These are examples of water pollution, and it's called industrial waste. Two, agricultural runoff. Pesticides, fertilizers, animal waste, when they flow into our water sources, causing contamination of these water sources. Now, this also happen when there's way for all these fertilizers and pesticides and animal waste will be washed into the water bodies, whereby causing contamination of the water. Sewage and wastewater, when they are not treated and they find their way into our water bodies. All this contains bacteria, fungi, and other dangerous microorganisms affecting our water quality and affecting the water bodies, causing pollution. Plastic waste. Tons of plastic bottles and bags and microplastic end up in our water bodies, and they are harmful to our living organisms that are found in our water bodies. Number five is oil spillage. Accidents involving oil tankers or offshore drilling can cause severe water pollution. You can see the example in the video. Now, let's look at the effect of water pollution. Effect of water pollution. Now, health risk can cause diseases like cholera, dysentery, typhoid, and so on. Number two, ecosystem damage. It disrupts our aquatic life, leading to oxygen depletion and making our organisms and other living things in the water to die. Number three, soil contamination. Polluted water affects soil quality, reducing agricultural productivity, which means when farmers farm, they will get less. Economic losses, negative impacts in fishing, tourism, increase in water and damages. Solution to water pollution. Now, wastewater treatment. Before all these our wastewater are released into our water body, they need to be treated properly before releasing them into the water bodies. Number two, reducing our plastic waste. Minimizing plastic use and promoting recycling will help us find solution to that. Now, so let's look at water conservation, using water efficiently to limit wastewater production. So another one is eco-friendly agriculture. Reducing pesticide and fertilizer use will also be one of those solutions to water pollution. Proper waste disposal. You don't just dispose your waste anyhow, so it will not wash off into the water body. So let's look at land pollution. So look at, and this is an example of what a land pollution looks like for in the video. So let's look at the meaning of land pollution. So it occurs when harmful substances contaminate the earth's surface, leading to environmental degradation and health issues. Now let's look at examples of land pollutants. Number one, household waste. Those waste that we generate from our home, construction debris from construction sites, agricultural chemicals. Those are another examples of land pollutants, industrial waste, waste that are being produced from all this industry that are into production, plastic waste too. Then let's look at the causes of land pollution, one after the other. Number one is deforestation. And deforestation is cutting down of trees, excess use of pesticides by farmers, industrial waste from production industries, mining activities, and lastly, improper disposal of waste. Waste that we generate from our homes, if we dispose them anyhow, causes land pollution. Now, let's look at the effect of all these land pollutions. Number one, it leads to soil degradation. So when farmers, they will suffer when they plant and they're getting less yield, then loss of biodiversity, then contamination of our water sources, just like the one we talked about the last slide, the health issues for humans and animals. Now, let's look at solutions to some of these land problems and the effects. So let's look at the solutions to land pollution. Number one, implementing sustainable waste management reducing deforestation, promoting eco-friendly use of our resources can lead to reduction of land pollution. So let's look at air pollution. So what is air pollution? It occurs when harmful substances or contaminants are released into the atmosphere, whereby affecting both human and other animals and living things in the environment. So let's look at examples of air pollutants. Number one, carbon monoxide. Volatile organic compound is another example. Nitrogen oxide is another example of air pollutants. Particulate matters, that is particles that comes up from industrial sites, and we have sulfur dioxide. So let's look at causes of air pollution. What leads to air pollution? Number one, vehicles emission, like all these smokes that comes out from our vehicles. Number two, industrial activities, all these production companies that produces and those smokes that they release into our atmosphere, burning fossil fuel, agricultural practices, and smoke from wildfires. All these are examples of things that causes air pollution. Now let's look at the effect of air pollution. Number one, it leads to respiratory diseases. People that has asthma. Number two, global warming. Because when you burn fossil fuel, it increases the amount of temperature, leading to global warming, reduce of air quality, heart conditions. People will start having problem with their hearts, then acid rain, all because of what? The air are being polluted. Now let's look at solutions to air pollution. Implementing clean energy source, reducing vehicle emissions, that is, not everybody has to bring out their vehicle. We can take public transport, enforcing environmental regulations to reduce deforestation, then promoting afforestation. Instead of cutting down trees, you plant more trees. So let's look at the last one, which is noise pollution. And this is an example of noise pollution in the video. So let's look at what is noise pollution. Unwanted or excessive sound that can affect human health, wildlife, and environmental quality. When noise is too much, it becomes, when the sound is too loud, it becomes so unpleasant to the ear. And that is an example of noise pollution. And let's look at the causes of noise pollution. Traffic noise. Everybody, I want to bring out my car. You are now honking, you're honking your car horn. See, it causes unpleasant sound to the ear. Number two is aircrafts. You all know that when the airplane is moving, it's very close, especially those that are living very close to the airport, you always hear this unpleasant sound every time. Industrial noise from those producing industry. That's on those sounds that comes out from those industries. Another example of noise pollution. Construction sites where we are having all these construction activities, a lot of sound, a lot of noise comes out, and they become unpleasant to the ear. So another one is railroad, where train is passing, loudspeakers and sound for public events. All these are examples of and causes of noise pollution. Now let's look at the effect of noise pollution. Sleepness disturbance. You'll not be able to sleep very well. You cannot tell me that when you are hearing heavy sound, you'll be able to sleep. It will disrupt your sleeping pattern. Then disrupting not only your sleeping pattern, communication process. You might not be able to hear when somebody is communicating to you. It can cause hearing loss or damage to the eardrum. Then increased stress or mental health problems. So these are all causes of noise pollution. Now let's look at solution to noise pollution. You can make some of your the furnitures you use in your house, you can make some of them soundproofing, raising awareness of the dangers and the effects noise pollution can cause. We can use public transport, like I said, or you walk or you use bike. Not everybody have to bring out their vehicle. All this will bring reduce noise pollution. Now let's go to the assignment for tonight's topic, and which is you should be able to define pollution, state and explain the types of pollution with example. And this is the end of the class. So until I come your way on the next episode with Study Science with the Public School Robotic Educator, bye for now.